place where friends can be. Every stitch tells a story. Every color shines so bright. Welcome to Horizon Crochet, where creativity finds its way. Laugh a little, stay a while. Share a pattern, share a smile. At Horizon Crochet, we're all friends here, making memories year after year. One stitch at a time, we'll grow together, crocheting through every kind of weather. Grab your yarn, grab your tea, come crochet with Kelly. Horizon Crochet.
Hi, my name is Kelly and welcome to Horizon Crochet. I see, hi Bonbon, Kathleen, Jen, Sarah. Thank you so much for being here with me, ladies. And if you are watching this video later in a replay, make sure you say hi so I know you stopped by. I love to know who stopped by and who watches the videos later. So thank you so much for saying hello and for being here. What are you all up to? Well, it's Friday. It's a good day. It's Friday. It's after work. You know, hip hip hooray, makes me happy. What about you all? What are you doing this evening? Relaxing, crocheting, knitting, doing anything in particular? I am. Well, you all let me know. I'm super stoked, not soaked. It did soak and rain a lot today, but I was not out in it, that's for sure. Hi Jen. Sarah says, I think I'm going to be reading. I'm going to read, I think. Have you heard, there was a new book series that came out. I think it was, are you into the Hunger Games, Sarah? There's a new movie coming out for the Hunger Games, and it's a book that I hadn't heard of. It was like there was no talk about it or anything. Anyway, I was just curious if that's what you're reading. Let's see, Jen says, right now I'm doing the dishes. The dishes. Well, there's more exciting things to do other than the dishes, but there's a lot of bad things that happen if you don't do the dishes. So good for you, Jen. And yeah, that's it. I'm excited about lots of things. I'm trying to not just jump right into it, but I got some sales, and so I wanted to do 3 things today. What have I found? What got me started, and what am I doing in the future? So I'm going to start out with what I found. So I have been trying to not buy yarn, but the sales are so good right now. And I saw on Creative Grandma, you all know Glenda and Cody, and what is Glenda's daughter's name? I want to say Maggie, but I don't think that's it. I don't remember. But they were talking about a huge sale that Walmart was having. So yeah, I totally went to Walmart and I got some amazing deals. I only got them if they were really good. Like really good for Canada, kind of good. You know what I mean? And Lori, that's it. Thank you, Kathleen. Her name's Lori. At first, I thought you were talking about Lori, who pops in the channel sometimes. I was like, I didn't see Lori. Oh, wait. Yeah, that's right. Glenda's daughter's name is Lori. So one of the things she talked about was, I'm not a real big Halo fan, but I got Halo. Anyway, even though this was $3, Karen Colorama Halo. And it is white with a gray center. It's got it's got a pretty little, you know, how the pattern works out as you use it. It's variegated ombre, and you just keep using it and it automatically does a design. And that always kind of appealed to me, and I've never tried that before. So I thought for $3, I'm going to go ahead and try this. I don't know what I'm going to make with it. Maybe a scarf, maybe a headband, but something. Or maybe I'll even do like a bandana, like the image I just showed you all. I think this is supposed to be a scarf though, but I keep wanting to show you over here, but it's over here. So something, I don't know what, but we're going to try. For $3, you can't beat it, especially up here in Canada. So I'm grateful. Let me show you what else I got. This color, I love it and hate it at the same time. Have you ever had a color of yarn that you're like, oh, I love that, but what am I going to do with that? It's like a conundrum. Anyway, so I got this for $4, not $3, but $4, but it's a lot more yarn, right? And I do like the Burnett blanket, and this is baby blanket. I find no difference between Burnett blanket and baby Burnett blanket, but the colors are different. And this is such a pretty color. It's brighter than it is on the camera, but I don't know what I'm going to make with this. What do you make with something of this color? Kathleen says, I made 2 different blankets out of Colorama Halo. They are soft. Yes, that yarn is the soft of all softs, and I like it a lot. But I do like this too for $4 when you normally buy this for $17.99 in Canada. I couldn't help but grab it. And look at the little girl. She's so cute. She's so cute on there. Aw. Anyway, okay. And so I have another one of those. They had 2 left. $4. So I got 2 for $8. And then I know you guys might think I'm crazy, but I love Burnett Blanket Sparkle. Let me see if I can get the sparkles to show up. Oh, it looks like bugs. On camera, they look like little emerald scarab bugs, but it's sparkly on my side. I guess because the lights are shining on them all. Don't they look like bugs? Little scarab bugs? Am I the only one going crazy? Anyway, over here, in a distance, it looks really cute. Just don't look at it up close. So, it is Sparkle Burnett Blanket. And again, $4. It's normally $17.99 in Canada. $4. And there's nothing wrong with it. It was even still in the bag. And I got 2 of those. So I have enough of something to make something out of. And I'm happy with that. And I did, let me put that back there. Running out of room. I also got one other thing. I don't know if you guys noticed, but there's something that I really enjoy. And I have it here in my space. I don't always talk about it, but I really like candles. There's a candle over there, right there. I think it's right there. Yes, that's it. I like candles a lot. Hi, Erica. Good to see you. And Bonbon, I got that from my actual physical Walmart. I got it from my physical in-house. They had one of those yellow stickers on it. Maybe it's even cheaper in-house. They were the last 2 that they had of those 2 colors. But they were in bags, which I think is interesting. In the store, why do they keep it inside the plastic bag still? But anyway, I love it. So there's one other thing that I really like besides yarn and crochet and painting and my family and everything else, is candles. So there's a candle right there. And I usually, if I remember 90% of the time, I'll have a candle lit. So I found candles. And I know that's not crochet, but I love them. And I just want to sing about them. I picked these up. Where did I get these? Oh my goodness, I can't remember where I got these. And I just got them yesterday. Anyway, I think it was Walmart too. Now that I think about it, I think it was Walmart. But aren't these so cute? It's like jimmies, like stuck to the bottom. It's like somebody just literally dipped this in glue and then dipped it into a container of jimmies. And it just looks so cute. And it smells so good. Frosted cupcake. Okay, I just stuck my nose in plastic. This just went up my nose. I just want to tell you all that. I just stuck that up my nose. I'm so classy. Okay, I'm real. We're keeping it real here. Noses are nose. So anyway, it's frosted cupcake. And it's just so cute. I love it. And I got these at Walmart too. Yes, these little beads are picking off every once in a while. And that's probably why they were so cheap. They were on a rack that was 50% off. And it was originally... doesn't say. Okay. But it was 50% off. And this is very similar to it, but different. It's a white color. And this one is vanilla cookie. I'll try not to stick this one up my nose. Oh, this one doesn't have one of the plastic things in it. Smells so good. So good. So I am good for a couple months for candles now. Oops, sorry for the noise effects. And so that was my finds, my weekly finds. It was actually Creative Grandma, Glenda. And then I heard it from her. And then I saw Barb's video where she got in her car to go to Walmart to go check out the sale. And I was like, okay, if Barb's going, I gotta go. So that's why I went. And I went to go check that out. Let's see here. My Walmart never has much sale. Oh, Bon, that's sad. Mine used to have 3 rows of yarn and like 1 row of fabric, but they're remodeling, and now there's only like on 2/3 of one aisle. It's a little disappointing. I'm hoping that once they're done remodeling it, they'll bring back and refill their stock. Like when every Walmart had bitty stripes in it, our Walmart did not have any bitty stripes. I can tell you, I checked many times. Anyway, what are you working on today, Erica? Are you crocheting or knitting anything or just sitting back and relaxing? Bon says, you got some really good deals. Deals and steals are always good. I agree. Like I said, I've been trying to save for going this weekend, but I don't want to talk about that yet. That's last. One other thing I wanted to show. Somebody asked me at work today. They said, what got you into crochet? And a couple of different things got me into crochet. But I want to start at the youngest age that I actually got into crochet. Erica, I'm working here. It's 2. As soon as I'm done, I'm working on a bag. Nice. And I hope you get off soon, Erica. Bon says, every Walmart has been remodeled, actually further reducing the size of their aisle. Shh. Sad day. Bon, that's not the case. My store is going to be unlike every other store. I'm going to think positive. Think positive. Isn't that what you're supposed to do when you want something to happen? Channel that positivity. I'm going to inner channel my yarn positivity, and we're going to have 4 rows. That's it. We're going to put Michael's out of business at my Walmart. That's my prediction. I'm not going to put any money on it, but that's my prediction. Anyway, I hear you, Bon Bon, and I realize that that's a possibility. That was very hard to say. Did you hear that? It was very hard to say. Anyway, so how did I get into crochet? My mum, grandmother, you called my grandmother mum, used to have one of those looms that had the plastic pegs all around it. Did anybody else's grandmother have one of those looms that they would weave in and out of and around and all that kind of stuff? And they would make those really long tubes. Does anybody else's grandmother used to have one of those? Or mom? Or yourself even. They're coming back into popularity again. But if you know what I'm talking about, my mum started to make me a blanket with one of those looms. And I have it still to this day. Now, I guess she probably started it when I was around 6 years old. And I'm now older. I know I've said how old I am many times. But, I'm just not going to throw it out there right now. 52. And I brought my blanket with me. So it's a little it's a little wonky. Why is it a little? See, it's got pilling on it. You can see how old it is because of the pilling. I'm gonna have to get one of those little rubbing machines. I think they have these machines that you can go ahead and rub over your fabrics, and it'll take the pilling off of it. But she made me this starting when I was 6 years old, and I am over 50 to this day, and I still have this blanket, and I still love this blanket. Do you have something in your life when you're not feeling well, you just have to have that thing? Either a pillow, a drink, cup of hot tea, your favorite slippers, your favorite TV show. I have to have my favorite blanket. I have to have my mom's blanket. Now, there's something I have been debating, though, and I need help figuring out what I'm going to do. And I probably will not do it on a live or film. But you can see my mom started to put the fringe, yes, the 70s fringe all around it. So she's got it all the way down this side, all the way down here. But she stopped because she passed away. And when she passed away, this part never got finished. You can see where she's got her ends she wanted to tie in. You can see the connection points. And I have never had the heart or the ability to work on it and finish it. And I am now at a point where I'm thinking about it. Before, I was always like, nope, I can't touch it. It has to be exactly the way it was when she passed away. And I'm not trying to bum anybody out or anything like that. But should I finish it? Or should I leave it as she left it? She didn't leave it like this on purpose. She had every intention of finishing it. So, what do you all think? I can get one of those machines. I can get the pills off of it, the anti-pilling stuff. I can clean it up. But what do? I'm going to put it over here now. For now. But I'm going to put a pole. I'm going to put a pole up. Pull, 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 pull. All right. Let me actually pull. Finish the blanket. Yes or no? Add option. No, we're not going to add that option. We're just going to leave it yes or no and keep it that way. How do I get rid of that now? There we go. Start pull. All right. So I appreciate it. If you have a second, let me know what you think. Do I finish the blanket? Or yes or no? Do I leave it as it is, the way she left it? We'll see. Let me catch up on the chat here. Hope that's not the case for you. Me too, Bon Bon. Me too. I had one of those when I was a kid. I just bought another set. I made a baby blanket from one of those too, Bon Bon, and that was maybe 6 years ago, and it was pretty bad. It was not the product. It was the creator, and it was pretty bad. It was my sister was having her first baby, and I gifted her my poor sister. I gifted her this loom created baby blanket, and I threatened her. I said, never let the baby sleep with this blanket, because I was afraid something was going to happen to him. And so I don't think she ever did, but she kept it. She kept it and put it in a closet, and I appreciate that. And I'm glad she listened to me, because it would have been scary. Let's see here. Kathleen says, I still have those peg loom sets. Now, you say peg loom set. Did you have the wood ones, Kathleen, or the round plastic ones? A sweater shaver will clean. That's what I was thinking of. A sweater shaver. I'm going to get one of those for sure, Bon Bon. I'm going to look tonight when I get upstairs. What a fabulous, super cozy blanket. It is cozy. And it definitely has a look of the early 80s, late 70s. But I love it. I love it and adore it. Jen says, finish it if you want. And Bon Bon says, I would finish it. That way it's a joint project. Like you worked on it together. Then she left. It was left for you to carry it on. Aww. That sounds so cute. I like that. It's more than cute. It sounds very meaningful, impactful. And yes, if I think about it too much, I'll start tearing up. So I'm not. That's good, Bon Bon. Time to move on so I don't waterworks. Kathleen says, I love that thought on the blanket, Bon Bon. Oh, Kathleen, you're not helping. No, I love the answer. I just don't want to start crying. Let me see where the votes are at. I'm curious. I'm going to peek. Yes, 37. No, 33. I can understand both. That's why I'm curious of what you all think. And thank you for participating, and thank you for letting me know what you think I should do. Because I'm going to like it either way. And now that I'm going to be a grandmother myself in a little bit, I'm thinking of my grandmother and things like that. So, yeah. Bon Bon says, when you do finish it, her spirit will be guiding your hands through it. Just my thoughts. Oh, that sounds so like nature and spiritual, and I like to think that. I don't know. I'm seriously thinking about it. Whereas years ago it would have been like, no way, and I wouldn't let anybody touch the blanket. And this is I love throwing myself under the bus. When even my kids were little and they wanted to cuddle under it, I'd be like, no, this is mine. I will share everything with you but that blanket. And now they understand. I don't know if they understood when they were little, but I was just afraid. I don't know what I was afraid. I was very protective of it. Anything else I shared, but that. Hi, Diana. Hi, Diana. No, can't stay, but great to see you. Thank you, Diana, for stopping by. I appreciate it. And I hope we see you later on at Barb's. And so that's the future thing that I wanted to talk about. No, it's not. What am I thinking? Oh my goodness. That is my what do I do with? My future thing is that I'm excited about 3 things coming up. See you later, Diana. Tomorrow, tonight, and tomorrow, my husband and I are going to Paris, Ontario. Doesn't have quite the same effect, does it? I used to tell my friends, I'm going to London. Ooh, I want to go to London. No, no, you don't. No, you don't. Yeah, I'm going to Paris. Ooh, I want to go to Paris. You might, but you might be let down. So anyway, I'm going to Paris, Ontario to Mary Maxim. They're having their big tent sale. And I'm going to meet Bon Bon there with my husband. And she's going to have some friends there. And then a week or 2 later, I'm going back to Paris. Yes. How many people can say they've traveled back and forth to Paris? Yes, me. I'm going to go with my good friend, Sarah, and we're going to go hang out. And then the weekend after that, I'm going to be gone. I'm going to be gone for a week, maybe. I haven't thought about, I'm going on vacation the last week of August. I haven't thought about how I can do a live stream there. It would take a lot of packing in order. I could just do what Sammy does and Barb do and just take my phone and just be like, hi. I could do that. Maybe I will. I don't know. We'll see if I go for walks. There's going to be a lot of family around me that I can't wait to see, nieces and nephews and brothers, sisters, sisters-in-law, brother-in-laws, parents, dogs, you name it. And it's going to be an absolute blast. But I don't know if I will be able to go live. So I just wanted to pre-warn you all. And as it gets closer, I will know for sure. And that's it. So we went over the past, the present, and the future. Let me catch up here. Kathleen says, oh, nice. What a wonderful time. It will be a wonderful time. It's so great. I'm excited to go. Bon Bon says, I have a blanket that my great-grandmother made for me when I was only 8 years old. When my son was 3, he cut it with scissors. I don't know how to fix it. It's been set aside for 32 years now. Oh, Bon Bon. See, that's... I still feel bad about it, but I kept my girls away from this blanket. I really did. I just figured Kool-Aid, high C, something, ketchup was going to end up all over it by accident, of course, not done maliciously or anything like that, but I just kept it hidden away. And I wonder how you could fix that other than just tying the ends together. And that sounds, yeah, I don't know. I'd have to wrap my head around that and think about that. Bon Bon, it's going to be a lot of fun. It is going to be a lot of fun. And we don't even need to drive more than 5 hours to get there, which is the best part. Because where we used to all get together and spend summer time together, we would all get together like this. It was 17-hour drive. So we are loving the shorter drive. And one other thing, I made another chicken. These are not with the tighter stitches. I told you all that I was going to make chickens with a tighter stitch, but this is from the old granny squares, so it's not tightened up. But yes, here's my other chicken that I made, so I'll go put that over there too. I finished this one up. And I think I want to be giving this one to a friend of mine who used to have chickens, and she had to give them up because she was getting older and she felt like she wasn't taking care enough of them as much as she wanted to, or she felt they should be. So I'm going to give one of the chickens to her. So anyway, Bark. Anyway, there we go. That's my other thing that I worked on this past week. I also worked on my scrap blanket. I've been really trying to get through all my scrap yarn. The bundles that are like a half a skein or a quarter of a skein. Not the little scraps, but yeah, it's coming along too. It looks like a scrappy blanket. Definitely has no pattern or anything going on with it, but it is doing its thing. That looks funny. Why does that look funny? What is going on there? Huh. I don't know. Yes, I do. Sorry. Deep thoughts. Deep thoughts as I'm figuring something out. See what I did? So here's the real corner. And then I don't know what I was thinking. And then I put like another corner in here. But I didn't put a double space in there. If I had put the chains in here, I could cut the chains and then do a knot. But, yeah. I wonder if I can fix this. I can fix this. I can fix this. If I go in and I snip through there, and of course I don't see it till I'm live. Hi Sammy, good to see you. This is what happens when I mess up. I pout like a little kid. That's irritating. I know. I won't do that anymore. Anybody have a suggestion? I'm curious. I think I have a theory of how I can fix this. So here's my corner. I've got my corner here. This is the right corner. This is correct. And then for some reason, I don't know, I was feeling ornery or something, or wiry, or I wasn't paying attention, or somebody said something really funny on the YouTube video I was watching, and I made another corner. But this down here. Anybody have a suggestion? Frog, 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 frog. That was not the answer I was looking for, Bon Bon. But I appreciate your honesty. I guess I'm going to have to do that. Maybe. I'm going to have to frog it anyway, right? Do we want to play yarn surgery? Where's Brianna? We're about to do yarn surgery. I don't think I can. I think even if I went down the middle of that cluster and I tried to slip stitch it back together, I can't weave in. Okay. It is what it is. Did I tie in my end? I did. No, well, no, I didn't. Let's see if I can get this out of here. I looped it, but I didn't tie it in. That's good. All right. I was going so good, too. See, if I don't offer anything to YouTube, I at least offer the real human side to making mistakes, because I make them a lot. And it is what it is. Ooh, sorry for that noise. All right, let's frog. Ooh, why is this not frogging? What is going on? Why did it stop? Why did it get stuck? There it is. Okay. But what I don't understand is why is this not frogging? It's like it's caught up here. Here we go. Is it pulling it all the way through? And it's still not frogging. What have I done? I'm almost, if I can't fix this in the next 2 minutes, I'm going to move on to a different project. Because this is no fun to watch. And it's still doing it. It's still... I wonder if this is where I tied it in. But why in the world would I have such a long end? But I think that's what it is. All right. Yep. Nope. I'm going to figure it out another time. That's okay. That's all right. That's all right. That's okay. I have to make 2 more chickens. Anyway, so I'm going to do that. Start 2 more chickens. Frog, frog. Mistakes just make you force you to practice. That is the truth. Sammy says you may have just been going from the wrong end. Yeah, that's true too. That's the only one I could get loose, but that's all right. I'll get it figured out. Now I need my... Where's my end now? Where's the end? Oh, oh. Here it is. We found it. Struggling with yarn today. I get all excited about my sales and my trip I'm going to and meeting Bon Bon tomorrow. Bon Bon, what do you have a price limit set for yourself? Or are you just going to go all in? I'm watching you on TV, so it's like you're here in my living room with me. I feel like saying, pass it to me and I'll frog it for you. And I would let you. How about that? Let me get my hook. I would totally let you do that. I sometimes watch Sammy on my TV. I turn it on my TV and I'll be working and I just play videos in the background, get them going. I'm also trying to hold my yarn a different way, a way that is a little more functional. Let's do 2. Oh, that's tight. Why is that so tight? It's the magic circle. And for everybody that ever says, I don't trust a magic circle, I have a hard time getting a magic circle to come undone, let alone by accident. But I understand. especially when you're more used to using your attention. No real budget, but I'm not going to go crazy. Gotcha. And then whatever I have left over from tomorrow, don't worry. I'll make sure I'll spend it when I'm with Sarah. I'm going to take some of those really big IKEA bags. 1, 2, 3. You know those really big IKEA bags? I'm going to see if I can find one. I think I have one somewhere. And fill it up. Fill it to the brim. I just did a single crochet instead of a double. Ooh, nasty storm on the way here. It was raining a lot earlier today. I mean, I hate to talk about the weather, but we haven't had rain in so long, at least not a good rain that soaks into the earth. We've had rain that came down hard and heavy, but it just rolls off, right? It doesn't get absorbed. And so it's great to see some rain just trickle in and not be a monster. The other thing I was going to say is that September 13th, I have a guest coming. 1, 2, 3. A guest. You're not going to know her. A few people might know her. Sammy knows her. Sort of. Knows of her. And it's a guest, and they're going to come visit me in person, and we're going to talk about the beginnings of crochet and what it's like, and take a trip down from the very first project to the most recent project, talk about the lessons we've learned, and also where we'd like to be next. So I'm excited to introduce them to you. Just make sure I didn't miss anything. But that's going to be on September 13th. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And pull that circle together. I got a new chair. You like my chair? I like my chair. It doesn't make a bunch of popping noises and all that kind of stuff that the older ones used to make. The other one used to pop all the time, and it just was not very comfortable. So my daughter, my sweet, loving, amazing, if she's listening to me, I want to make sure she knows she hears me, daughter, put it together for me, which I think is great. But I should be able to hang out a little bit longer. But as I say that, I will not be able to today. Today I've got to get some things done because I'm going to be gone most of tomorrow, and I'm going to be gone most of Sunday until the live. After the live. So I've got a bunch of stuff I need to do. You know that stuff that you normally do, like laundry and your big dishes that you've been putting off, or washing your towels, or cleaning up, vacuuming, and all that stuff. Yeah, I have to do that tonight because I will not be able to do it the rest of the weekend. So I'm sorry. As much as I was looking forward to having a nice comfy chair and hanging out longer, I cannot. But I will be on Sunday. 1, 2, 3. I forgot. Making solid granny squares are a little different. Can't get that in there. There it goes. Cheer, pop, pop, pop. So I've been trying to figure out, while I'm gone, how can I go live and not one. What happened here? It is not my day. Okay. Here's the corner. I did 2. Worked in 2. Let's undo some here. What comes back? Did I not slip knot? No, I did. 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2. Oh my goodness. Do 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 do. I wish there was a frog song. Is there a frog song? Like every time I frog something, I want to go dun 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 dun. But there's no frog song that I know of. So here's where I slip knot, and I did that right. So what is going on down here? I'm just gonna make them a little bit bigger. All right, let's try that again. Where is it here? Oh, I see. I didn't do the chain 1. No wonder. Okay, let's try that again. Wait. A slip knot. Chained 1. Slip knot it. Now there's a space there. Now I can continue, and the world is all right again. I'm tired. Okay. Kermit's song, It's Not Easy Being Green. I don't know that one, I don't think. Or is that the one Thomas was singing the other day? Kermit's song. I used to like Kermit. Miss Piggy. The Muppets were great. My dad used to watch it with me because he liked the old man that were sitting in the booth up by the roof. He used to think they were hysterical. So he would watch those with me. An animal. Animal. There's a smorgasbord. And then Beeper. Who remembers Beaker? Who can't remember Beaker? Oh, Kermie. I can't do that one. Who remembers Fraggle Rock? Fraggle Rock was great. And the Dark Crystal. That's all really started from the Muppets. Dark Crystal, Fraggle Rock, all of those originated, well, not originated, some did, but they all came about because of Jim Henson's breakthrough theater. I remember when I was a little kid, we had a church and we had these puppets that were just like them. Not the actual, just like the characters, but the same kind of quality. And we had this whole puppet show program. That was a long, long time ago. Mr. Jarvis was his name, the man that was in charge of the program. And if you could get Mr. Jarvis to let you in the Muppeteers, you were one of the cool kids. Exactly. Great minds, Bon Bon. Yep. I used to love watching Fraggle Rock with my son. Do-do-do-do-do. I don't remember the rest of the song, but I remember it was something like that. Do-do-do-do-do. Anybody watch Dark Crystal, though? That was another great movie. It was a little scary. I had the book before I saw the movie, so I was ready for it, for the scary parts. But that was another great puppeteer type of movie in theater. No, I never watched Dark Crystal. Oh, you're gonna have to check it out sometime, Bon Bon. If you can handle the fact that it's not very modern and not very new, the Dark Crystal was amazing. It is, I would say, teenager age. So if you're watching it with someone younger, it might scare someone under the age of 10. Sarah, I tried to watch the Dark Crystal, but even as an adult, the puppets scared the crap out of me. Yeah, it's a teenager or above for sure. Hi, Sharon. Good to see you. Hello, Suzanne. Welcome back. We were just talking about old puppeteer programs like Fraggle Rock and Dark Crystal, Muppets, and crocheting, making mistakes, learning. We're not making mistakes, we're learning. We'll call it that. Learning a lot today because I'm just not focused. It was a long week. I even worked more than the normal a lot. And then 2, buckle my shoe. 3, 4, lock the door. The Muppets. You remember the Muppets, Sharon? Sharon, do you remember Dark Crystal and Fraggle Rock? I remember I always wanted to work on those and make all the costumes. I didn't want to play the puppets. I wanted to make the puppets and all the costumes and their hair and all that kind of stuff. That's what I really wanted to do. Now I know why. I used, for my other chickens, I used Hue and Me by Lion Brand. I didn't use this yarn. And I was sitting here thinking, why is this so much more challenging? And it shouldn't be. It's just a full granny square. And now I just remembered why. Yes, I do. I liked both of them. Yeah, they were great. A little scary. Like Sarah said, the Dark Crystal was a little scary, but it was great. It's a good movie. I didn't watch it though till I was a teenager. As a child, I think I would have been freaked out. One, two, three. 1, 2, 3. Sarah, make sure I take lots of pictures when I go. I'm going to try and even do a short video recording, not live, but a short recording video when I'm there tomorrow. If not, if it's raining and a yucky day, then I'll do it when I go with Sarah. But I'll give you an idea of what the tent sale looks like if you've never been to one before. I've never been to one before, so I'm excited. And there's a restaurant right across the street from it. Gonna have lunch or breakfast there, one or the other. And it's a pretty big building. Sarah, to give you an idea how big it is, it looks like it's the size of Len's Mill, but it's more yarn and less all that other stuff that Len's Mill has. You liked watching the dinosaurs? The TV show, The Dinosaurs? I liked them. I forgot about them. Baby, not the mama. Not the mama. Not the mama. All right, well, everybody, I am beat. It has been a long week. I'm going to get a good night's sleep so I can get up tomorrow, go on an adventure, hopefully come home with lots of yarn that I can show you all. And if I don't fall asleep for the night, I will see you at Barb and Debbie's for Grandma's Crochet Corner. They have an hour at 7 o'clock that is all crochet. And yeah, I think that's it. I want to thank you for hanging out for me. Thank you for letting me share with you my past, my present, my future, and also looking at the votes. It looks like, yes, I'm going to be finishing this blanket. That was the vote by everybody. So thank you so much for taking part and helping me make, it was a hard choice, what to do. So see you later. Bye, Erica. Bye, Suzanne, Bonbon, Sarah, Jen. I'll see you all. Bye.
Come on in, pull up a chair. Leave the busy world out there. Grab your yarn and your favorite tea. There's a place where friends can be. Every stitch tells a story. Every color shines so bright. Welcome to Horizon